Good day, students. As usual, the topic we are about to discuss is computer input and output devices. We shall be looking at the definition of input device, list of input device or devices. We shall also look at the state, where we are going to state the feature and uses of input of our keyboards. We are also going to look at, we are going to be operating the keyboard, although I know that will not be a new thing again to you students. We shall also look at the state, or state the feature and uses of the mouse, and then state how the mouse works. Together we are going to look at the all this, God's willing, we intend to achieve under input devices. Thereafter, we will be looking at the output devices too. We shall define output device, list output device. Then we are going to be looking at, state the features of output, the features and uses of monitors. We will discuss power on the monitor, state the types of printers, various types of printers. We are going to state or mention some of them. We shall also discuss or state the differences between impact and non-impact printer, and then probably operate the printer as a way of letting you understand how the printer operates. Sit back and listen well. Thank you. Students, let's look at input device. Input device are designed to allow us users of the computer send in data into the computer or into the computer system. So there are components of computers that are designed to enable us, users of the computer, sending our data into the computer. Similarly, input devices are characterized by the following devices, which are peripheral in nature. They are: 1, the keyboard; 2, the mouse; 3, we have the scanner; 4, we have the microphone; 5, we have the joystick; 6, we have the light pen; 7, we have the webcam. All of these are examples of input devices. Now let's begin to look at these devices one after the other. Time may not permit us to take all of them during the practical class, at least we shall be discussing the very few ones we may not be able to discuss in the course of our explanation now. And let's look at the keyboard. The keyboard is a primary communication tool or device that allow users of this computer to send in their data into the computer or to communicate with the computer. There are different types of keyboards. We have the standard keyboard, we have the enhanced keyboard, we also have the wireless, and we have the USB keyboard. Now, let's look at the standard keyboard. The standard keyboard is designed for beginners. Using the keyboard system at the initial stage of learning. This is to enhance easy identification of the keys, the various keys, in order to fast track typing. What I mean by fast tracking here is, to enhance quick typing of their documents, or give them the enablement skill, to speed up typing of document. This type of keyboard has 101 keys on it. Then we have the enhanced keyboard. This is an upgrade of the standard keyboard. You know what I mean by upgrade? You have manufactured one or produced one, and then later on you discover that there are certain things you have not been able, or you will not be able to do with what you have initially manufactured or produced, and then you try to add, to develop. That is what I mean by upgrade, and that gives you a new product entirely at the end of the day. That is, new key would have been added to the standard keyboard for us to have an enhanced keyboard, thereby modernizing it from the old keyboard, that is the standard keyboard, to now what we meant by enhanced keyboard, or a more technologically oriented keyboard. Then 3, we have the wireless keyboard. Going by the name wireless, it has to do with keyboards that completely does not have wire to connect with your computer or laptop, whichever. It's a type of keyboard in which it is linked or interfaced directly and then proportionally to the signal of the central processing unit, just like your remote control that is directly proportional to the television or whatever has a remote that you are using. It could be your air condition, it could be your tape, it could be TV, whatever. So the wireless keyboard. Then lastly, we have the USB keyboard. The USB keyboard USB means simply universal serial bus, not box, as in BUS, bus. That's the one I'm talking about. It is universal because it can be used alongside laptop, desktop, computers. These are the 4 different types of keyboards that we have. I have said we have the standard keyboard, we have the enhanced keyboard, 3 is the wireless keyboard, and then 4 we have the USB keyboard. Then let us also go into discussing mouse. Mouse is a handheld device. Hard in the sense that, you know, it is hard, it is solid, and you handle in order to use. So it is a hard held device. Held, you hold with your hand. Held device, which is designed, it is designed to fit your palm, as in your palm. It is designed to fit your palm. This is your palm. It is designed to fit your palm. That is the fitting. So mouses are designed to fit your palm. The mouse is also an input device. It performs the following functions. 1, it has a left clicking, where you click once. It's also a right clicking, has a right clicking where it helps you display options. It enables you display option. You right click, you left click like this, and then you right click like this, and it displays options on the screen for you to select an action. Then there is also double clicking job or function the mouse does. You double click from your left click simultaneously twice, that is double clicking. And then we have the scroll button that enable you move your document up and down the window pages. This is the scroll button. You scroll to move your document either up or down. The mouse too are of different types. We have them up to about 4. The first one is the PS or 2 mouse. If you go to where they play video games, you will see such type of mouse. It is round in shape, round. Just round in shape, circle, and has some buttons. There are 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, down, side by side button. It is also a good example of a mouse, PS mouse. It's a 2 mouse way system. It is round in shape and characterized by pins in it. We have the serial mouse. This type of mouse has a flat surface, flat like the keyboard, flat, and then holes inside it. Flat as in rectangular shape with holes inside it. That's another type of a mouse. And then we do also have the optical mouse. This type of mouse is fashionable in nature. They are mainly identified by the beautiful tides, tide as in T-I-G-H-T-S, tides, that is associated with the mouse, especially when pegged to the CPU. Then lastly, we have the USB mouse with the USB end to connect to the CPU or your computer or your laptop. We are all familiar with this type of mouse. The optical mouse, rather than having a USB, that USB mouse has something like a circle like this with some pins in it. If you look critically into this is a very good example of the optical mouse. It has pins in it to connect to the CPU, whereas the USB mount is the common USB we are familiar with. That's the difference between the optical mouse and then the USB mouse. The USB mouse is a type of mouse that is multi-dimensional. It is multi-dimensional. It can be used alongside, on the laptop and then desktop computer. So we can use it both on the laptop and then the desktop computer. These are the differences between the optical mouse and then the USB mouse. In our next lesson, we shall be discussing other examples of our input device. I thank you for listening.